Welcome to Monica's Sports Corner. I'm your host, Monica. Billiken Sports are in the heat of their seasons. Volleyball women are off to a poor showing, going 0-9, with the loss of standout graduate Danielle Rogalski. The Billikens look to senior Nenye Okoro, who leads the team in kills. The women head to Western Illinois on Wednesday, September 13th. Men's soccer started their season against some highly ranked opponents: Syracuse, number 7, Michigan State, number 13, and Wake Forest, number 1, leaving the Billikens 0-3 going into Saturday's away game against Marquette. The Billikens came out on top with a goal by junior Leonard Hine in the 72nd minute, making for a happy bus ride home to St. Louis. You can catch the Billikens in action at Herman Stadium Saturday the 16th. Game time is set for 7 p.m. Billikens field hockey has gained momentum after they lost both matchups in their opening season weekend. What started as an 0-2 season is now a 3-win streak, putting the women at 3-2. Sunday, the women won at Central Michigan in nail-biting fashion as they held off the Chippewas to keep the game at 1-0. Junior Erica Bondock fired a shot from the top of the circle, with junior Carly Kissinger awaiting the tip over the goalie. Field hockey continues their season on the road Friday the 15th against their first conference opponent, St. Joseph's. Women's soccer is off to a great start, going on a 6-0 win streak until they tied Kansas Friday. Here to talk about the season is forward sophomore Alyssa Seitzer, who leads the Billikens in assists. Welcome, Alyssa.
Thank you for having me.
So, on such a competitive team, what is the mentality going to practice every day?
Yeah, I'd say just at practice every day, everybody is there to get better, and we push each other at practice. And our team has a saying, the next one. So our coach really pushes us to focus on the next practice and the next game and not look forward to our season beyond that. And then that really helps us lock in and zone in on that practice and what we can do that practice to get better.
This summer, what do you think you personally did to help the team going into the season?
Yeah, I think a lot of our team put in individual work this summer, and that's helped us get off to such a great start this season. This summer, personally, I worked with like a speed and agility program and my coach there just to get faster and quicker and better at 1v1 moves to help our team this year.
So as I said, you lead your team in assists. Every time I turn around, you're always passing the ball, and it always ends up being a shot and a goal. So, how do you find those open players?
Yeah, a lot of it is the run dictates the pass. So it's usually people will be making a run, and then I'll see them and try and slip the ball into them. And I think another thing that just helps with finding teammates on the other end is we watch a lot of film with our team. So just going over film and learning different players' movements and where they like the ball to be played helps me pass the ball where I need it to go so that it can help my teammate get a goal.
So when you tied Kansas on Friday, how did your team feel coming off the field?
Yeah, so it was a big result for us. We played number 19 Kansas on Friday, and after the game, it was very exciting to tie such a good team like that and a nationally ranked opponent. And it shows that we can play with any team in the country. But at the same time, we were unsatisfied and still hungry because it was a tie and we were looking to win. So unsatisfied, but happy with the result.
On Friday, you guys also had a record-breaking attendance record, right? So how did it feel to be in that atmosphere with so many people at Herman Stadium?
It was unbelievable. It was for sure the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of, and it was very, very loud. And so it wasn't very nerve-wracking for me, I'd say, but it was just more brought excitement and energy. And I think a lot of the girls went off the adrenaline from the crowd, and that helped give them energy throughout the game.
Were you still able to hear your teammates?
Pretty well, yeah. At times it was hard to hear, and I think our coach Katie at sometimes she would try and shout something from the bench and you couldn't hear what she was saying, but for the most part, yeah.
So you're from Kansas. Was there any bad blood or anything like that? Did you grow up rooting for Kansas?
Yeah, actually, so I'm from Kansas, and my dad went to college at Kansas State, and my mom went to college at Kansas. And I have 3 brothers, and so we're exactly a house divided. 3 of us are for KU, and 3 of us are for K-State. And I am one of the Jayhawk fans because they do have a good men's basketball team, and I like rooting for them. but I definitely did not take that into account when we were versing them on Friday. I wanted to win.
Definitely understandable. What can we expect to see from the Billiken women coming in the future?
Yeah, so we're off to a great start, but our season is far from over. And this whole year, we have our eyes set on the A10 championship. And each game and each practice, we're taking it one step further and getting 1% better in order to hopefully win that championship early November.
Do you have sore feelings still from when you guys made it to the Atlantic 10 championship and lost in the first game of the tournament?
Yeah, I definitely think that's still in the back of people's minds from last year because it was a very tough way to go out after doing so well throughout the season. So this year, I think we definitely are just trying to take it one game at a time and focus on the next one. And then once tournament time comes, we'll worry about that later, but just focusing on the next game this Friday.
Definitely. Well, good luck with the rest of your season. The Billikens are away Friday against Evansville at 7 p.m. Catch the live stats on SLU-Billikens.com.